Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Space Media Podcast. I am your host for this episode called The Young and Getting It. And today I am speaking to some of the most brilliant trendsetters in the city of Jos. These are the people that have businesses that make all the money in the city. And today you get the opportunity to hear directly from the horse's mouth. So let's go with you. Would you like to tell us your name and what you do?
Okay, hi. My name is Tabitha Jonah Mark, popularly known as Trinali.
Interesting.
And I'm a makeup artist, content creator, event planner, and the convener of the Makeup and Beauty Festival.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go with the man in the room. You want to get the ball rolling?
Okay, Adeduko Additional, the creative director of Flix Apparel. So yeah.
Nice to meet you, Sheena.
Same here, thank you.
And you?
I'm Jemima Donger. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a real estate company primarily.
Okay, I have one task before we get in. Do you guys want to laugh? Because, there's this thing where people say rich people laugh is very different from poor people laugh. So maybe we could try and see. But that's by the way. So I want to know what the backstory to all of this is. You all have very interesting brand ideas and businesses. How does it come to you, like Joseph in the dream? Do you sleep and say, everybody's out there thinking they want to be doctors. When you were younger, did you always think you're going to be an entrepreneur? How did you get into this field?
Okay, starting with me.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, I think growing up, I always wanted to be an event planner. No, let me use the word wedding planner because I didn't know that the word event planning was actually wedding planning. So I always wanted to be a wedding planner before the event planning thing came. Mm-hmm. So growing up in a society, you have to pay for event planning classes. And growing up, our parents, when you tell your parents that this is what you want to do, they won't really agree. They just want you to read and then maybe get a job that at the end of the month you're getting salary. But deep down, I knew that I wanted to do something different. But then knowing fully well that I couldn't learn events planning, I started with makeup. I knew how to make myself. I learned makeup myself and I knew how to braid my hair myself. So I started with braiding my hair myself. I remember my dad would come and tell me that, China, you don't want salon people to chop your money. But then I didn't know that I was actually grooming myself to actually be a makeup artist. And there was this woman in my compound who knew that I loved makeup. And she was like, Trina, how far? You're a makeup artist. This is what will happen. I have a client for you. That was my first client. At that point, I don't say no. I say yes to everything. Can you make hair? Yes. Can you fix nails? Yes. Can you
just
do makeup? Yes. So the first pay I got was 20,000 naira, and I used that 20,000 naira to buy my first makeup kit. I still have the box at home because I have to keep it because it means a lot.
Yeah.
And that was how I started.
That's very interesting. I want to ask if it's the same for everybody, if you've always been like a DIY queen or king, but for you, it can't be the same because you can't build your own houses. So tell us, what's the backstory for you?
For me, it was more about thinking of the best way to drive sustainable urbanism. And so it came kind of through a class. Obviously, there are other things that have added up in my past and in my background.
Yeah.
But I think the turning point was when I took a class and I could see land from a different perspective.
Interesting.
Looking at land from the point of the highest and best use of the land. So trying to figure out, okay, what's this space for? And how can we alter the skyline by bringing the best use of this piece of space?
A lot of expert language that I'm hearing right now, skyline, this, that. You can just tell that this is someone who is very niched in their field. And you, Flix Apparel.
Okay. So the Flix Apparel came to me, I think it's a family thing in the sense where we're all stylish and we tend to just love being ourselves and being fashionable.
Yeah.
And also while in school, I was a model. So I was able to play around with clothes and everything. So during NYC, they need to do something after service and everything aside working, doing a 9 to 5 and wherever. So I had this girlfriend that time. She was like, what would you love to do after school? I was wondering, I don't know, but I know I'm a fan of fashion and clothes and all. So that's how it all came about.
That's how you got into it. Very interesting. You all here are people who have your businesses set in Jos to the best of my knowledge. I want to know if there are some specific, unique challenges that you experience as pace setters that are very unique to you being in Jos. So tell us, what would you say, off the top of your head, is one of the difficulties you face as a business owner in the city of Jos?
Okay, as a business owner, I have different businesses I do. So should I talk about all or just one?
Whichever you choose.
Okay, so talking about, like I said, I'm a makeup artist. So now we have lots of makeup artists in Jos. If you're watching this video and you're a makeup artist, please find other things you need to do, because I'm training people. After I train them, these people will also go and open their own studio. And then you have your price. Maybe you charge 30K for a studio session. When they ask you, what's your studio session? You tell them 30K. They'll say, okay, I'll get back to you. They will not go and meet another person. That person will
give them
tell
half
them
the
it's
price.
10,000 naira.
Yep.
Before you know it, they've gone. So it's actually a challenge. It was disturbing me at some point, and I was scared because I increased my price and I felt I won't get clients again. But then I stick to what I knew that was going to work for me. And trust me, it's working for me. If you will not pay, buy. If you want to do, we'll stay with the makeup. And then it helps me to reduce a lot of work, because imagine you're collecting 10K for 5 or for 10 people. In your head, you're thinking you have 100,000, but it's a lot of stress because you have to stand for a lot of hours, and then it's stressful. So that's one of the challenges. And then talking about events planning, okay, I have this event, Makeup and Beauty Festival. Finding sponsors is very, very hard, because I think Jos is a place that, I don't know how to say it, they hardly support. So I think finding sponsors is actually very, very, very hard. But then that won't stop me from pushing. I'll keep pushing.
We love an aspirational queen.
Thank you very much.
Clock it. Is that something that any of you here can relate to? Something that she spoke about? She spoke about not getting enough sponsors. She spoke about having apprentices going on to open a job, and they just like things. They do things for half the price. Do you relate to any of the things that she just said?
Yes, in some ways. Having people take your job, that happens sometimes, especially maybe because you're a registered company and people rather avoid like taxes and some of those other things that come with it. I think for me, I would say it translates in different ways in different businesses, because I'll translate it as a perception and infrastructure problem in my own line of activities. So that's what I would think are my own major problems: lack of proper or quality infrastructure, and then the perception of people with the new ideas and the new things you're bringing up in the businesses you're creating.
Do you want to give us an example of that's happened like recently?
The perception thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to do a waterfront seafood restaurant next as the next project we have. And for a lot of people, it's, I don't know, we're not really familiar with seafood here, first of all. Then a waterfront seafood, and then you're trying to raise capital through investors and all of that. So getting them to understand that this is what I'm trying to do, this would work here, even though it hasn't been done before. And overcoming those challenges.
I just thought of something someone said on Twitter one time, and they said they had ordered seafood. Someone ordered seafood from their brand, and they were complaining that there was no goat's meat inside. You want to speak to that shit?
Okay, I think similar to what Trina said.
I said,
I think one thing with just lots of fashion designers and all, so the competition is a bit stiff. And then I think even the recent situation, I had a customer come to me, was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I costed the whole thing and sent to him. Why is this guy sending me a chat with another designer who is ready to do it about
much more cheaper?
Just to make you feel guilty.
Yeah. So me, I said, okay, well,
just go there.
It's you. Do what you want to do. So that's one thing. I feel the people don't really appreciate much when you give a certain type of quality. But I think that is changing recently. But still, you can't completely override that.
What makes you say that the change that there's been a change in the way people want to accept quality and the price that comes with actual quality?
Well, you find out that the thing is, over time recently in Jos, there's been that people really striving a lot for quality, and you find out that they are ready to go every month irrespective of the price, because you can't always cling to mediocrity and the rest. So you need the best service, you need that, and you find out that people are willing to pay for such service.
Yeah, that makes sense. you all have businesses that are very consumer forward, so you work directly with people. What would you say is an experience that just stuck out to you? So we don't want to make this like a trauma dump session and we just talk about all the negatives. So if you have some positives there, like, oh, this customer was actually quite fantastic, we want to hear about it. So who wants to go first? Okay, I'll pick. You go first.
Someone should go first.
All right, then you go first.
Okay, I'll say a client that was referred by another client referred another client, and then because of how I delivered the service, let's say I was supposed to get like maybe 800,000 naira in commission, and the person was like, you know what, you've done really well, I'm going to give you 1 million naira.
Ooh.
And it was really like, it was very heartwarming because like someone actually recognized that there was a difference in service
That's
delivery.
nice.
Yes.
Do you do giveaways?
Not often.
Okay, Flakes Apparel, tell us.
I think financial.
Okay. All right. So there was this lady that I think came from Abuja. Someone referred her.
Yeah.
And she booked for 2 days. And then on the last day when she came, when I finished the makeup, she added money for me. Like that was the first time someone added money for me. She was like,
that's
she
nice.
loved the way I treated her. She loved my services. I was so happy. For the first time, in this just actually it's not a just client, it's an Abuja client. So.
Do you have yours now, or should I go with my follow-up question?
I think similar to customers adding extra cash.
So the
because
best way to
like-
make an entrepreneur happy is to give them extra money.
Yes.
Got it. Would you say that we don't have a tipping culture in this society? Because in other places, it's like a prerequisite. You get a service, you're required. They literally ask you, how much are you tipping? So when people do this, it just feels like it's very different. So you don't think we have a tipping culture?
We don't. Instead, they want you to reduce. They want
Yes.
Yeah.
After you have finished fighting with someone on price,
Exactly.
which one is tipping?
They tip.
But
I'm very interested in knowing, because when I go to the market, I always think that people don't give me the original prices of things. Do you people do that? It's like, oh, if this thing is 8,000 naira, I'm going to say it's 8,200 because I know that an average Nigerian would want to price it down. Is that something you all do? So confess now.
Okay. For me, I'll tell my students, if someone asks you for a price of makeup, increase it, because they'll still ask for last price. So increase it so that even if you give them that last price, you still have your money. So everybody, we are all right.
So we always have to price it down. You see, it's not like a chicken egg situation. We're all going back and forth. Do you guys all do the same thing? Do you hike your prices slightly because you know people would definitely price it down?
For me, definitely. I don't know. In real estate, first of all, if the person buys at the higher price, probably more money for me. And then a major process in real estate is negotiation. So there's always that room for negotiation. So you just always have to know where you really want to end up and go for higher than that. So that
Have you
fall.
ever had a client that just came and said, how much is this? And you're like, 20 million, and you just give you 20 million straight up and you don't say anything?
Yes, I have.
Wow. Interesting. Any of you else?
Yeah, I have a ton of clients that do that.
Interesting.
I think
Imagine
I
if you
had
could rate your clients. They'll all probably get 5 stars.
Yes.
So yeah, I want to know, what would you say makes, I mean, you spoke about the markets being very saturated, and this for the both of you. What would you say makes your business different? What would you say makes it stand out from, the average person doing the same thing in your field?
Okay, I think for myself, I have some standards. I have principles that I stick with, and it works for me. I mustn't do what everybody is doing.
I want to speak to the makeup festival that you started organizing like 7 years ago now, because it's annual. That's so fantastic. I think I attended the second one and I had a really great time. It was so good. I loved seeing all of the display there. And I want to know, where do you guys get the ideas from so I can go and, fetch a little bit?
Mic check. It's from God.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. And how's the extension going for you? I know you have like your 7th edition coming up.
Yes.
So what should we expect from this?
I love this question. Okay, so you guys should expect the best, and we're actually trying to pull a fake wedding here in the city of Jos. So you guys should please be part of the
Interesting.
event. Yes.
Okay. Are you hiring fake groom and bride? Because you could start auditions right now.
We have a fake groom, we have a fake bride, because I don't want drama. So we need the public to know that it's fake. So
Okay.
it's a fake wedding.
So what do you want to sell with this?
Okay, so I'm an event planner. So I just feel like telling people that I can plan events, they will actually ask for, lots of experiences. I know there are plenty. We have lots of event planners in the city of Jos. And I'm doing this because I want to sell myself. I want to show people. I want people to see event planning and how I see wedding from my
Through your
eyes.
lens. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense. You know he's a fashion designer.
Yes.
Maybe he could do this
Yeah,
too.
he was.
And she could build
He was at
Was it the last
he
one?
was at last
You
year's
were what?
event.
Oh, you had the last one.
Yeah.
You've had a fake wedding before?
No, this okay. No, every year we have different teams. Last year was old school, but this year is wedding. We're doing a fake wedding.
Oh,
My
that's
Nigerian fairy
fantastic.
tale wedding. Yes.
Do you also like hire people that come in and do chaos? Like, oh, I object. Because, you know,
No. But I think we're that this year.
yeah. Am I going to get like, what do you call it? Would you give me benefits for my creative ideas right now?
Yes, ma.
Okay. So let's go with you, Jemima. First of all, how long have you been doing this?
Almost 5 years.
Almost
A few
5
months
years.
shy of 5
Did you
years.
did you always come in with that seriousness that, oh yes, I'm going to come in and do this with all seriousness, or was it always like, let me just diversify for a bit? Were you doing something else? And when did this become real? When did this start feeling like an actual business?
Okay, so I've done farming. I've done some buying and selling while I was in university. But I think this just came out of passion, firstly for the city. And just thinking of what best to do for the city. So like building brands, building businesses. My friends know me to be the one, come to Jos, come and see something, come and do something, invest in Jos, all of that kind of drive. So that's really what it's been more like for me.
Yeah. What would you say are some of the unique propositions of this city that just makes it different from everywhere else you've been?
The weather, the topography, the people, the potentials, it's endless, honestly. I just think this is the best city on earth, to be
Did you
honest.
guys hear that? Could you say it again?
I just think this is the best city
Do you
on
all
earth.
agree with that?
To some extent.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, Jos is actually a good place. I love the weather and things are actually affordable. But business-wise, I think, okay, the competition is too much and support is a little bit.
Is it too much competition or too little people?
I think it's both though. I think it's both.
What do you say about that, Flakes?
I think there's a people problem, in the sense where most people don't really appreciate, like I said earlier, on certain types of quality and all. So you find out that some people feel, let me drop it in layman terms. So if I'm putting like special label or special packaging, they're like, I beg,
All this
I
packaging.
can get it somewhere.
Yeah.
just leave all these ones. Just give me the cloth. So they don't value little things. But like I said earlier, people still are standing out and
Yeah.
trying to grab onto that.
Interesting. And have you always been into this line of business?
Fashion.
Yeah.
This is 8 years. And yeah, I won't say, okay, because I started out modeling. So yeah, I had to now, it's more like transitioning into fashion.
Are you sure it didn't come from like a traumatic place of like having a tailor disappoint you and like, yeah, it's the entire time I get my own machine and start doing
Not
the work
really.
myself?
Not really. It's just something I felt I would love to do. It's more in the sense of looking for more like a hustle. And yeah, I knew that, okay, fashion is something I can roll with. So yeah, that's it.
And for you, you've always set out to be a makeup artist and an event planner.
Yeah, I think events planner first and then along the line being a makeup artist, because I knew that somehow I'll meet a bride and I'll tell that bride that I can plan events for you. So please let me help you. Let me try your
Using
wedding.
one stone to kill two birds. I like
Yes.
that. Random question. Would you like to do your makeup for your wedding and also be the event planner? Because as an editor, I think, like, do I want to gather all the clips and edit my wedding clip?
Okay, for a makeup artist, hell no. I want to sit, I want to relax and enjoy my day. But for planning my wedding, I'm going to be my event planner, but I'm going to get an event coordinator.
Okay.
Because I cannot come and die.
Exactly. I mean, I thought your DIY was to that extent, so we can pray for you. Well, it's been nice having you on the show. You're always fantastic. I'm sure lots of people out there would like to start businesses. I mean, not everyone has this sort of orientation. What would be your advice to a random person out there who wants to be an entrepreneur, who wants to escape the facets of 9 to 5s and make their own money?
I think one thing I abide by is dream big, God will fund it. Because I just believe everything's like a ladder process. So once you start, then you begin to see the next step and the next step and the next step. So my advice would be, just get starting. Just start.
Just start. Just do it. Just Nike it. Okay.
Exactly.
And you?
Well, business is, especially business in Nigeria, it's not a fun thing at all. But one thing you have to know is that you necessarily can't just sit down doing nothing, and you just really have to make sure you actually put in the work and try your best to first find out what you love doing and then playing more with it, enjoying it, and then you certainly see yourself becoming your desired self.
Interesting. And final words from the fake wedding planner.
So like she said, you have to start. And then when you start, be consistent, keep pushing, stay focused. And don't forget God. Put him in every step of the journey.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So tell us what your social media pages are so people can reach out to you.
Okay, I think I need an extra mic. Okay, so I have so many accounts. Okay, so you can follow me on, I have Trinali Gallery, Trinali Events, Makeup and Beauty Festival, Face of Makeup and Beauty Festival, and then my main page, Trinali, on Instagram.
Right.
Yes.
And
And
you?
then everywhere.
Flakes, please go on.
Okay. My brand's name is Flakes Apparel on social media. That's on Instagram and TikTok at Flakes_apparel. So yeah.
All right. Thank you. Final question for you,
Okay.
Jemima. So if I want to get into real estate right now, like what's an actual step, something that is very pragmatic that I could do? Because it's very, I mean, what you do is sort of niched in the sense that a lot of people don't have a lot of information about it yet. So what would you tell us are actual pragmatic steps that we can take?
I would say find someone in real estate because it's a spiral kind of business. It's just like a knowledge that there's a property for sale, then I can whisper to the next person there's a property for sale, and who knows, that person might just buy.
Yeah.
And then I get my commissions from that. So it's just, I think the easiest way to go into real estate for me would be agency because it's just the information that you need.
Are there like formal spaces where you can look these people up? Do you have like a formal community?
There are a lot of groups that have come up, businessmen, people in real estate and all of that. I can't remember a name of a particular one right now. Yes.
Okay. All right. So plug us to your handle. Maybe people can come to your DMs and ask that.
Okay. So my main company page is Bricks and Roses NG. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for being on the show. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yes, we did.
Did you like my jokes? I tried to be funny.
Yes.
You did well.
All right. My name is Efe, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Young and Getting It. Do well to follow us on all social media platforms. See ya.